If you will do this before bed, miracles will start happening. Make sure to watch to the end of the video to learn the whole process. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you're new here and you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe. My free product or to work with me, that's in the description box below. This process allows you to get into the feeling of your end result, of the wish fulfilled, without getting too specific that you add doubt and resistance into it. Now, you can use this for any desire, right? Because it covers everything, okay? It covers absolutely anything and everything. And why it's so important and powerful to do this right before sleep is because that is when you have access to your subconscious mind. So right before you fall asleep, right when you wake up in the morning, and during meditation are really powerful times to do processes like this. All right, so step number one is to make sure that you have a good evening or night routine that sets you up for success the next day, meaning that you have raised your vibration, meaning that you have improved your emotional state in some way, even if that's just feeling some relief or some relaxation. This is, I know you would have heard it a million times, like have a night routine or have a morning routine, but it's so important. The night and the morning are really, really crucial to the whole manifestation process because it speeds things up. Again, you have access to your subconscious mind. This is a really powerful time to do these kinds of things. And if you raise your vibration before you go to sleep, you're more likely to wake up feeling that way. And then if you continue to feel that way, to raise your vibration when you wake up, you set up your entire day. You are less likely to react negatively. You're less likely to have those limiting beliefs come up. It's easier to be in alignment and more difficult to be out of alignment. Okay, so it makes everything easier. Because I'm sure for a lot of us, it's like, okay, I'll do this nighttime process, manifesting process or whatever. But before you did that, you were rushing around in default mode or just, doing whatever, maybe even in survival mode, right? Feeling stressed or anxious or maybe not even noticing how you felt. So probably in survival mode or a less than good feeling emotion. And then you just quickly jump into bed, do the quick little process and then off to sleep. And it's like, if you didn't really elevate how you felt, if you didn't work on feeling better emotionally, then we're not really doing the work. And it's going to be hard for you to get any results from a manifesting process or technique because you want to raise your vibration. Everything works better when you have a high vibration, and stuff does not work out when you're in a low vibration. So we're not just aiming to do a quick process. We're aiming to change our energy, to change our identity. Okay, so have a evening or night routine that actually does make you feel good. Whether, again, that's just something that you're doing or a few things you're doing to completely relax, or whether it's, you're already pretty relaxed and feeling good and you're just elevating that state and doing something or focusing on something that makes you feel even better, like reading a really, really good book, meditating, visualizing, focusing on something you're passionate about, maybe doing some journaling or something creative, maybe, having a bath or putting on, a candle and doing some sort of ritual that makes you feel good or relaxed. Now that you're in a good state, you can do the process and it's going to be easier for you to get to the feeling and easier for you to get results. And don't just do the night routine or whatever for this process or to get your desire. Do it to change your overall mood, your overall energy, okay? It has a compound effect. Over time, you are going to raise your energy in a bigger way. So bigger manifestations start to flow in. Things that were unexpected, you didn't see coming or you couldn't have predicted. Synchronicities, all kinds of magic just starts flowing in. Desires, solutions find you. All right, so what you do at night and in the morning is important. Okay, so make sure you've taken the time to relax, to raise your vibration a little bit, or to find some relief. Step number 2, this is the process. Before falling asleep, so when you're about to fall asleep, ask yourself this question. There is a reality existing right now where I am living a new life and all my prayers are answered. How does that feel? And then feel it. Don't try to make anything happen. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're tapping into the feeling of the reality that already exists. We're not trying to create it or make it happen. It's already happened. We're just feeling it. So if you're struggling to find the emotion, just focus on gratitude. How would it feel? How grateful would you feel for that to be your experience, for you to tap into that reality and live it fully right now? Feel it for as long as it feels good to. So if that's 30 seconds, if that's a minute, perfect. If you want to go longer, go longer. But basically you get to the feeling, you feel it, and then you let it go and you go to sleep. If you want to visualize, if you want to imagine things, then do that. If you don't, or if that would bring up too much resistance, then don't do that. Okay, there's no right or wrong as long as you get to the feeling. And why I love using these specific words, I was actually inspired by a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation. And I just kind of mixed some of the sentences up and made something that resonated with me. And this is something that I use. And why I love using these specific words is that it's very general. It is very general to the point where you are not focused on something specific that's going to pull you out of alignment or bring up a lot of doubt in the moment, but it also covers everything, right? You're living a new life where all your prayers are answered. It covers everything. And if I feel inspired to visualize or see something specifically, then I do that. If not, then not. Okay. Then I just focus on the feeling. That's enough. I remember I was reading this story in a Neville Goddard book, and he was talking about, a success story of this woman who had manifested actually a lot of abundance. And she started with, not having very much at all. And she was in desperate need of like multiple different things. Like she needed to go for a job interview. So she needed all these different things, clothing and shoes. And there were all this, like a whole list of things that she needed. And so she tried to focus on them before bed individually. And she said it just brought up way too much, she didn't say resistance, but anxiety, stress. It just brought up so much negativity that instead she just made it very general, and she just focused on the feeling of something wonderful happening. That's it. And she manifested abundance given to her for the rest of her life. It's an incredible story. So you don't have to focus on anything specifically. Okay? Just focus on the feeling. And if you want to change up the words, if you want to make it more specific, or you want to just change up the wording a little bit, then you do that, because there is no right or wrong. I just want to help you to get to the feeling, and this is a process that I use and have been using. And then persist. Do this every single night, okay? Because we have access to the subconscious mind, right before going to sleep. And what you're doing is you're planting a seed. You're planting a seed in your subconscious mind, because anything that you give to your subconscious mind repeatedly through your conscious mind, anything that you give it, any information that you give it repeatedly, it accepts as truth. It accepts it. It surrenders to it. Okay? And then that's what, your life becomes. So what you're doing is every night you're planting a seed. And while you sleep and you're releasing resistance, that seed is being watered. And then if you wake up in the morning and you water it a little bit more by just focusing on some good feeling emotion and just raising your vibration in some way, it's growing every single day until your mind believes that you are living what you want. And therefore the universe also is believing that you are living what you want and delivers the goods. All right, so that's the process. use it. Let me know how you go in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this, give me a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. To work with me, that information is in the description box below. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next one.